lies. You're not African. You're not black. You're not Jamaican. You are from the 12 tribes of Israel. And it's high time you wake out of sleep. Christianity is a damn joke. Christianity is a curse to our people.
This is reality. That's right. This is reality. We're going to show you why. You have to destroy yourself. So we're supposed to give a warning. We're not judging you. We're warning you. What have we seen any change? Have we seen anything that has changed our people? Changed our neighborhood? Because your mind is supposed to be in the commandments. Because how Christ walked, he kept the commandments, did he not? So how are we supposed to walk? Just like he is. Just like he is. So what are you supposed to be doing as an Israelite man? Huh? Be like Christ-like. Be like Christ-like. And what did Christ do? John chapter, you know what I want. If you love me.
White people come from Israel. Y'all people come from Africa.
Listen.
You don't come from fucking Israel. Jesus Christ is fucking white. He's already got his smack.
Focus right here. This is what we need you to do. We need you to focus because you're getting the true understanding of who you are according to the Bible. You're getting the true understanding because you've been lied to. How old are you?
Jesus Christ is not black.
You're 42. Guess what? You've been lied to for 42 years of your life. Is Christmas according to the Bible?
You guys
Could we celebrate Christmas? Could we celebrate Thanksgiving? So where all these things came from? From man. So we got to do as the scripture says. Remember that, right? John chapter 15, 14, 15, if you love me. Read that.
What does it say? What does it say?
Don't worry about it.
So much. You know
there you
so
go.
much.
Here you go. This is what Christ said out of his own
Stand
mouth.
out here on this corner.
The book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
This is what Christ said. If you truly love Christ, because a lot of us say, I love God. The Christian church say they love God. But he said, if you love me, what you going to be doing? You're going to have to be doing what?
If you love Christ, doesn't matter what color we are.
No. We can't be doing that. Read it again.
The book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
So Christ said, if you love me, you so-called blacks, you Hispanics, and you Native American Indians, guess what? We're going to have to keep God's commandments. If you truly loved us, then guess what? You would have been keeping God's commandments. That's the truth of the matter. Because we don't want to see you in sin, and us watching you in sin like this, we don't like that.
Maybe your baby doll is, maybe your Barbie doll's black.
Quick question. You calling the first time you came up, right? What did you say that you was? You was a Puerto Rican, right? What does Puerto Rican mean? Port of Riches. Oh, Port of Riches. You don't see nothing wrong with that? Like you coming from a rich port?
Bring it out.
Something is wrong with that.
I know how
We were here first.
Bring it out. I know how it started in my island. I know how it is.
I'm listening.
I found God on my own.
You want me to page in that?
So how would you know if you truly found God?
I know this arguing, even with these people arguing, what I try to make him not to hate you or for us not to hate them because of our color. I'm not trying to, I know what you're saying.
Listen. We don't hate nobody. The Bible said live peaceably with all men. We're trying to live at peace with everybody. But all we're just trying to do is when the Bible comes out, they want to buck up against the Bible because we're teaching you the truth. If we was talking about sowing the top, I guarantee you they would have never came over here. I guarantee you that the fact that if we were saying Christ was white, they would have came up, gave $1, did everything that they had to do. But when we're teaching Christ is black, according to the Bible, according to Scripture, everybody is black. A black man's book. That's right. Black and Hispanic man's book. Now they got something to say. Because you're getting edified right now.
I heard you say about you wanted them to everybody to love each other and come together. What is
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The way that I see it is like the true people of God are the ones.
I know what you guys trying to change this country and do.
I'm not trying to pick sides. I know you're supposed to I can see in their eyes that they hate black. That's what they're coming here about.
Well, yeah, I hear them talking about
I'm not trying to go on their side.
You guys came from Africa.
But you know you can't play the middle ground.
I'm not playing middle ground.
You know, because Christ said if you lukewarm, he'll spew you out of his mouth, meaning he's going to kill you. When it comes down to the end, you either have to choose, thus saith the Lord, or you going to side with your enemy.
I have been, I'm friends because I choose Christ. Anytime I talk about Christ, walk away from me. They don't want to hear it. I got zero friends. My family walked away from me because
What's that, Matthew 10?
you know?
Now, my name's Zakar. Good to meet you. Antonio. Okay, now with that being said, that means that you're on your way to find the truth. That's the only reason you stopped here right now. But you ain't quite got over the hill. Right. When it comes to that. Your family's already ostracized you. Same thing that happened to all of us here. But the difference between what we doing on this side right here, and got to understand that they never went to no seminary school, and where you at right now, we have begun to apply what God says. That's right. We found out our nationality first off, like Puerto Ricans, rich port, and Puerto Rico's is $70 billion worth of debt right now, so it's not a rich port at all. Right. So you're not a Puerto Rican. That's gone. Right. That nationality's gone as of 2017. So what are you gonna call yourself now? Hugh man means a brown man. Right. You gotta come from some hue, color, brown man. Right. Give me that Matthew 10:34.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 34. Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I have come not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and his daughter against her mother, and thy daughter.
So a lot of people think this is why religion is BS, because contrary to what actually the Bible says, he comes to divide people, separate you for a reason, so he can choose you out, because he only coming back for a remnant of his own people. Now the thing is, he's not coming back for Puerto Ricans. He ain't coming back for black people. He ain't coming back for Haitians. Now that you're no longer a Puerto Rican, because Puerto Rico is poor and in debt right now, who is he coming back? If he comes back now, well, he saved you, because he already said, I was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So where would you fall in on those 12 tribes? That's the thing we try to get over to our people. You gotta find out where you're from, because he said, I'm only coming. He's not changing because the way we feel. The way the white man has painted him. Where's the sign at? The way the white man has painted him for us over the last 600 years.
Before anybody told me, I didn't know.
So now, if that's understand, now you got to find out, well, who am I according to God? What do I have to be doing? We already know Puerto Rico is not your God-given name. Christopher Columbus called you that.
Yeah, of course.
So Ephraim is what God would call you in the Bible, which means fruitful.
That's right.
Why do you think God would call the Puerto Ricans fruitful people? Just knowing your own history of how your family, your people are, why would he call the Puerto Ricans fruitful people? Why do you think? What is the one thing that so-called Puerto Ricans have a lot of? Kids.
That's right.
Got a big family. 20 and 30 cousins. 5 and 6 and 7 brothers and sisters. He knew exactly who you was going to be. You know who else is from the tribe of Ephraim in the Bible? Joshua.
That's right.
Chosen by God after Moses to lead the people into the promised land.
That's right.
The same calling that the so-called Puerto Ricans got right now is to wake up and lead the rest of their so-called Hispanic brothers back to God, so we can come together as one nation.
That's right.
That's why we catch hell on this side here in America, and that's why so-called Puerto Ricans catching hell on that little bitty island. Why? Because if you woke up and started teaching the rest of your brothers that speak Spanish who they are, and we teach our brothers who they are, the so-called West Indians and the Haitians, we come back together as a nation, nothing can stop us.
That's right.
But it ain't going to be in the midst of sin. It's going to be you keeping the commandments. Deuteronomy 10 and 12. It's going to be you finding out who you are, teaching your family. Are you married, got kids, anything like that? Okay, so one day you might have family and kids.
Right.
You can't raise them as Puerto Ricans, because if you have kids from this day forward, Puerto Rico's going to be poor as hell.
Right.
So you can't tell them they are Puerto Ricans. Because your island, your descendant is no longer rich. They are poor and in debt.
Right.
And you got Donald Trump throwing jump shots, paper towels to you when he come visit you.
Right.
Read that Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel.
Who?
Israel.
Israel means a prince of God.
That's right.
That's why when Columbus came here, he had a Hebrew translator. He knew exactly who he was. And when he got there, he said, don't let these wetbacks know they princes of God. Call them Puerto Ricans. And then force him to speak our language.
Right.
Because you sure the hell didn't say hola when Christopher Columbus got there.
Right. That's right.
What was you speaking before he got there? You know what the word, what's it called? Boricua. What's that mean? No, it's a Hebrew word that means brave Lord.
That's right.
Your people been speaking Hebrew before Christopher Columbus showed up, and you never even knew it.
Right.
You go right, hey, Boricua! You calling yourself brave lords in Hebrew and don't even know where it came from.
Right.
Because that's who you are. And now what?
And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does God require of you now that you're an Israelite? Because you can't be Puerto Rican. What does he want you to do? What is your job requirement? What does he want you to do while he's on earth until he sends his son to come back? That's the question that all of us have. How do I please God? What am I supposed to be doing here? I've been going to church for 30 damn years and I don't even know the 10 commandments by heart.
Right.
I know the 3. Thou shalt not kill, steal, commit adultery. What else? False idols. You thinking right now, don't even know. That's what we did. What am I supposed to do to God? Now Israel, what does he require? What is your purpose? Read on.
To fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Now he's going to sum up how you fear him, serve him, and walk in his way, Israelites, in one verse. Read it.
To keep the commandments.
How we do it?
To keep the commandments.
That is how you serve God. That's what he requires of you for giving you life every single morning.
Right. That's right.
I give the analogy all the time. We plug a cell phone into a wall. It charges up and gets energy from a wall. What the hell do you plug into to wake up every morning energized to go to work?
Right.
What is it?
Tea.
Food? Some people don't eat every day and they still wake up. What is it?
Right.
It's your God.
That's right. That's right.
That gives you power. And he requires in return, keep the commandments. Right. Now, in your defense, in order to do what God requires, what's your prerequisite, your purpose on earth is to keep the commandments, you have to know what's the commandments.
That's right.
Now that's the next step. Because if he said, this is what I require for you, and then it's like going to a job interview, and these are the requirements, and you just show up and be like, hey, what you here for? Oh, I'm for the job. Do you know the requirements? No, I'm just here.
Right.
They be like, please leave. Security, get him. He's crazy. He's a madman.
Right.
So you can't say I'm doing what God requires of me if you don't know his commandments.
That's right.
This is the truth and the understanding we got to come to. And you, now do you know that? Now name a commandment you got to keep before you leave as an Israelite. One. All I want is one.
And I will not idolize any other idol.
And actually, that's a good commandment because your ancestors, hold this up, your ancestors was known for worshiping idols.
Yeah.
So much that they put a whole daggone row in Walmart for you to go buy candles.
Right. Yep, that's right. One of the arguments I was having.
That ain't how you serve God.
Yeah.
Another way is you got to change how you dress. If I walked up on you right now, I would just think you're a regular, oh, he's Spanish.
Right.
That's all I would think. But when you walked up over here and you see the way that these brothers was dressed, the clothes we had on, you was like, something's different about them. Right. Because we have on what God requires, fringes. Before Christopher Columbus came here, your ancestors wore fringes.
Right.
And borders of blue. This is your heritage. This is your nationality that you have forgot. And now you dress like a brown white man.
That's right.
With a button down, some slacks, and some dress. Nothing wrong with the clothes you got on, but something got to change to identify you as Israel.
That's right.
You understand that? All right, you got a flyer, right? All right, we down the street, 40 minutes. Hey, guess what? Jesus Christ used to walk a Sabbath day's journey to go teach the word. 40 minutes in a car on the highway to come learn your nationality is a small price to pay for salvation when Christ comes back.
Right.
All right? All right, brother. Check us out. We be here. And you got some more questions? Go get the family. Bring them out here, too. We be teaching all night.
That's right.
Because that's our purpose. That's your purpose as an Israelite.
God bless every single one of you.
All right, brother. Lord's will, we see you soon. Do your research.
I will.
All right? Because you're no longer a Puerto Rican.
That's right.
Puerto Rico's poor as hell right now. No way that you can be a Puerto Rican. No way that you can be black. There's no country called black.
Right.
There's no country called West India.
Right.
You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
All praises, all praises. So go to John chapter 8, verse 32 again. Because what we are here teaching is that the so-called blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native American Indians, you are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
And it's time for you guys to start getting your answers. It's time for you to stop shooting each other down.
Right.
It's time for you to stop living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
Read.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
So you so-called blacks, you Hispanics, and you Native American Indians, you're going to know the truth today. You're going to know that the fact that you're not Negroes. You're going to know that the fact that you're not West Indians.
Right.
West is a direction. Indian means slave.
Right.
Who are you? Read it again.
And he and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So the truth about your nationality, the truth about not celebrating Thanksgiving, the truth not celebrating about Halloween,
Right.
the truth about not celebrating Independence Day,
Right.
that's what's going to set you free. Because your mind has been in spiritual bondage.
Right.
And it's time for us to release all those bondage that's been in your mind.
Right.
Read it again.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So now let's get to the truth. Let's get to why our people are stuck in the hood. Let's get to why. Let's get to the solution. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
So this is future prophecy. Moses wasn't speaking to everybody. Moses wasn't speaking to the Arabs. Moses wasn't speaking to the Chinese man. Moses wasn't speaking to the so-called Arabians. Whoever Moses was only speaking to the children of Israel. So he's telling them in future prophecy, this is what's going to happen. This Bible is the truest book. Because name me one book that you could go into that's going to show you the beginning, that's going to show you the middle, and that's going to show you the end. No other book, only the Bible. You are the Israelites. That's what God calls you. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses is telling the children of Israel, which is you so-called blacks, you Hispanics, and you Native Americans, if you don't hearken, meaning if you don't listen, because all of us, we are hard-headed people.
Right.
Your mom tell you, hey, don't put your hand over the stove. Guess what you do? You put your hand over the stove and you get burned.
Right.
But Moses told us the fact that if we didn't want to listen, if we didn't want to stop eating pork, if we didn't want to stop eating shrimp, if we didn't want to stop eating crab, if we didn't want to stop eating lobster, shaving off our beard, then guess what's going to happen to you? Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
And part of God, we got to observe. We got to watch and do his commandments. Do is an action word.
Right.
In order for you to love somebody, you got to show forth that the fact that you're going to love them. And how do you do that? You got to keep God's commandments.
Right.
Because if somebody say that they love you and they beat you upside your head, do they really love you? They don't really love you. You so-called blacks, you Hispanics, and you Native American Indians, you are the Israelites. Take back your true nationality. Take back your true heritage. Take back what God calls you. Because with your name, it comes with power.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.